Your person is beginning to see you in a completely new light, one that is far deeper and more profound than before. They are not just drawn to your physical beauty, though that is undeniable, but they are also recognizing the wisdom you carry and the incredible strength that defines your character. To them, you are becoming someone who is both admirable and inspiring, someone who is not easily shaken by outside influences or the opinions of others. They see you as a person who stands firmly in their truth, who has no fear of setting boundaries, and who refuses to accept less than what you deserve. This aura of self-respect and self-confidence is magnetic, and it is pulling your person toward you in ways they can hardly explain. What truly captivates them is the fact that you don't simply go along with the crowd. You are not one to follow trends blindly or mold yourself into the expectations of others. Instead, you create your own path, set your own standards, and live by rules that reflect your individuality. This quality, perhaps more than anything else, commands their admiration because it reflects a rare kind of courage and authenticity. In a world where many people hide behind masks or chase superficial validation, you shine as someone who knows who they are and isn't afraid to show it. That kind of energy doesn't just inspire respect, it awakens a longing within them to rise to the same level. At the same time, your independence and strength stir something protective in your person. It may seem paradoxical, after all, you clearly don't need anyone to fight your battles, but that is precisely what compels them to want to stand by your side. It is not about rescuing you, because you are more than capable of handling life on your own. Rather, it is about being the steady, supportive presence that ensures you never have to face challenges alone. They feel an almost instinctive need to be your shield, your partner in strength, someone who not only admires your resilience but also contributes to it in their own way. Many of you, however, may find yourselves waiting for this person to fully step into their true power. It's as though you can sense their potential, the emperor energy within them, just waiting to emerge. You know that once they step into that role, they will no longer need the approval or validation of others. They will begin to move with a confidence that comes from within, pursuing what they want with boldness and without hesitation. This is the version of them you are holding space for, the version that takes decisive action instead of wavering between doubt and uncertainty. Your person, whether consciously or subconsciously, is beginning to realize this as well. They are learning that your attraction isn't rooted in material things or surface-level charm, it lies in qualities like decisiveness, leadership, and control. They see that you are drawn to someone who knows what they want and who is unafraid to take charge of their own life. This awareness has caused them to reflect deeply on where they are falling short and what aspects of themselves need to grow. In many ways, being with you has become a mirror, showing them not only the strength you embody but also the strength they have yet to claim. The presence of the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups in this reading highlights the significance of this transformation. The Ace of Pentacles signals a fresh start, a seed of opportunity ready to grow into something stable and lasting. It suggests that your connection is entering a new phase, one that offers both material stability and emotional fulfillment. It is a spark of inspiration, a reminder that new beginnings are not only possible but also deeply rewarding when nurtured with care and intention. The Two of Cups, on the other hand, emphasizes the emotional side of your bond. This card speaks of partnership, harmony, and mutual love. It represents not just attraction, but a deeper union, a coming together of two souls who see each other clearly and who are willing to share life's journey side by side. When paired with the Ace of Pentacles, the message is clear: your relationship is being guided toward a more grounded and committed space. It is no longer about fleeting emotions or uncertain desires, it is about building something real, something sustainable, something that can withstand the tests of time. Together, these energies reveal that your person is moving toward a place where they are ready to let go of fear, hesitation, and the need for outside approval. They are beginning to embrace the truth of who they are and what they want is you. They recognize that being with you requires more than admiration, it requires action, commitment, and the courage to step fully into their own power. You, in turn, have played a vital role in this awakening. By standing firmly in your own truth and refusing to compromise your values, you have shown them what real strength looks like. You have become both a guide and an inspiration, not by lecturing or demanding, but simply by being authentically yourself. And in doing so, you have created the space for your person to rise to meet you, to grow into the version of themselves that you've always known they could be. This journey is not just about romance, it is about transformation, empowerment, and the creation of a partnership that is rooted in respect, admiration, and love. The path ahead is opening, and with it comes the promise of renewal, stability, and the kind of connection that changes both of you for the better. Over the past several days, I've found myself thinking about us almost constantly. Thoughts of you and of our journey together keep circling in my mind, and with each reflection, I come to realize more and more just how meaningful this connection truly is to me. I know that our story hasn't been perfect, in fact, it's been far from the ideal picture many people might imagine. We had a rocky beginning, full of uncertainty and challenges, and at times, it might have even felt like things were working against us. But when I step back and look at it from a bigger perspective, I can't help but feel that everything we've gone through has been divinely guided. Every twist, every delay, every moment of difficulty seems like it was meant to shape us, prepare us, and lead us exactly to where we are now. I've always believed in the saying, everything happens for a reason, and with you, that belief feels more real than ever. When we first met, I have to admit, I wasn't ready. I wasn't fully prepared for what was about to happen in my life, and maybe I didn't even understand the significance of our meeting at that time. But now, looking back, I see it so clearly. You didn't just come into my life by coincidence, you entered at a moment when I needed you, even if I didn't realize it then. Meeting you felt like an awakening, as though you touched something deep within me that had been lying dormant, quietly waiting for the right spark. You stirred emotions, dreams, and hopes I thought I had buried long ago. It's as if you reached into the quietest, most hidden parts of me and reminded me of who I really am and what I truly want. That's why I know in my heart that what we share isn't ordinary. It isn't something that can be explained away as chance or fleeting attraction. There is a depth to this connection, something almost spiritual about it, and I think you feel it too. It's the kind of bond that pulls at you even when you try to ignore it, the kind of connection that whispers to your soul that this person, this love, is different. You mean so much more to me than I can ever fully put into words. Beyond the physical desire, beyond the moments of wanting to simply be near you, I carry a deep admiration and respect for who you are as a person. Your presence has not only captured my heart but also inspired me to want to become better, to rise to a higher version of myself. That's something I've been working on every day, becoming a better man. I don't want to come into your life half prepared, unable to give you the love and stability you deserve. I want to bring the best version of myself to you because you are worth nothing less than that. So I've been looking inward, challenging myself, and making changes that will allow me to stand by your side with strength, patience, and integrity. I want to be someone who not only loves you but also supports you, uplifts you, and grows with you. I want to be your safe place, your partner, and your greatest cheerleader in life. The truth is, I can't imagine my world without you in it. You've become such an important part of how I see my future. When I think ahead, when I dream of what's possible, I see us, together, building something beautiful, creating memories, and overcoming whatever life places before us. I know it won't always be easy. Relationships never are. But I also know that what we have is worth every challenge, every effort, and every moment of patience it may take. Because at the end of it all, the reward is being with you, and that's more than enough motivation for me to keep going. I often think about the harmony we can create together when the timing is right. I imagine the laughter we'll share, the quiet moments of peace, the comfort of simply being in each other's presence. I think about the kind of love that isn't just passionate but also steady, nurturing, and enduring. That's the vision I hold in my heart for us, not a fleeting spark but a lasting flame, something built on respect, trust, and a deep sense of knowing that we were meant to find each other. So, as I continue on this path of growth and self-discovery, I want you to know that my intentions are sincere. Every step I'm taking right now is with the hope of becoming the kind of man you can depend on, the kind of man who matches the greatness I see in you. You've already changed me in ways I can't fully express, and for that, I'm grateful. I don't know exactly how our story will continue to unfold, but I believe with all my heart that it's leading us toward something incredible. I hold on to the faith that everything truly does happen for a reason, and that reason brought me to you. No matter how uncertain the road has been, no matter how imperfect our beginning, I believe the best parts of our story are still ahead of us. And when the time comes, I want us to step into that chapter together, in harmony, in love, and in the certainty that we've found something rare and extraordinary. Your partner made certain decisions under immense pressure, guided less by their true feelings and more by the weight of societal expectations. They found themselves at a crossroads where following their heart required courage, honesty, and resilience, but conforming to the standards and voices around them promised comfort and acceptance. In that moment, hiding behind what society dictated felt like the safer and easier path. It spared them from judgment, avoided conflict, and allowed them to escape the immediate discomfort of standing firmly for your connection. Yet what seemed like an easy choice was, in reality, a decision that carried deep consequences for both of you. There was also the undeniable presence of a third party, an influence that had loomed over your partner's life for quite some time. This third party had learned how to manipulate, control, and direct their choices in subtle yet powerful ways. Their motives were not in favor of your happiness together, in fact, they actively resisted it. This external influence thrived on maintaining control, ensuring that your partner remained tied to a world shaped by fear, insecurity, and ego. Rather than encouraging growth or freedom, this presence kept your partner bound to a cycle where true joy and authenticity were sacrificed. The manipulation was strong enough to convince your partner that walking away from you would somehow make their life simpler. When the opportunity arose for your partner to stand up for your connection, to affirm it, protect it, and nurture it, they faltered. Instead of choosing the difficult but rewarding path of loyalty and effort, they believed that distancing themselves would bring them relief. To them, walking away looked like an escape from conflict, responsibility, and vulnerability. They thought it would spare them from the pressure of going against the voices that surrounded them. At that time, they were not ready to put in the extra energy, patience, and dedication that your relationship needed. The commitment required bravery, and they convinced themselves that taking a step back was the better option. But as time unfolded, reality began to paint a very different picture. Things shifted drastically when your partner realized the depth of what they had lost. They discovered that not everyone could offer them what you did, that your unique presence, your love, and your unwavering authenticity could not be replaced. The happiness they once took for granted became strikingly absent. In leaving, they had hoped that returning to their familiar world would restore ease and stability, but instead, they found only emptiness. That world, as they soon recognized, had been constructed not from genuine joy or truth, but from ego, fear, and manipulation. The life they thought would be easier without you turned out to be heavy with disappointment and lack. They were confronted with the stark reality that comfort built on avoidance is fragile and temporary. Each day away from you revealed more of the cost of their choice, showing them that what they sacrificed was irreplaceable. The illusion of control that the third party held began to unravel as your partner saw the futility of staying bound to a life that denied their true happiness. Now, through reflection and perhaps even regret, your partner has come to recognize their mistakes. This recognition has sparked a shift within them, a willingness to face what they once avoided. They are beginning to understand that true freedom comes not from conforming to outside pressures, but from standing firmly in alignment with one's heart and higher self. For the first time, they are gathering the courage to take a stand, not only for your connection but also for themselves. The influence that once dominated them is losing its grip as your partner chooses more consciously whom and what they allow into their life. This transformation is not without struggle, but it is a sign of growth. Your partner is beginning to separate the voices of fear and manipulation from the inner voice that seeks peace, love, and authenticity. They are starting to prioritize what brings real fulfillment rather than what simply maintains appearances. In doing so, they are making choices that resonate with their higher self, choices that reflect strength, clarity, and truth. The journey back to you is not simply about rekindling a relationship, it is about your partner reclaiming their autonomy, their integrity, and their courage. When they approach you again, it will not be with the same uncertainty or avoidance that once guided them. Instead, it will be with a newfound awareness that the connection you share is not only rare but deeply necessary for their happiness and growth. They have come to see that while walking away was easy, it was never truly right. Returning requires humility and bravery, but it is a step they are now preparing to take. In time, you may see them reaching out, not with empty promises, but with genuine intent to stand by you and honor what they once neglected. They are learning to choose from a place of love rather than fear, authenticity rather than manipulation, and growth rather than stagnation. Your partner's awakening marks the beginning of a new chapter, one where they are ready to embrace what is best for their higher self and, perhaps, to rebuild the bond they nearly lost forever.